Let me do that real quick. I'm gonna skip the live. Okay, in the matter of is it raining on there? All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Allen Elliott, we have two files, 21-20212 FH and 23-21200 FH. This is the date and time schedule for request and summons for probation violation. Notice to appear was provided to Mr. Elliott. Mr. Elliott has failed to appear. Mr. Jones, on the child support file, do we have an arrearage balance at this point or no?
Judge, I don't. You ordered him to pay $500 a month, and he's been delinquent on that for the last 2 months.
He has been, or
he has not paid the last 2 months. Is the reason why I think I haven't seen him.
Are you talking about that MAPS guy?
No, Sam. All right, so I will issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear on file number 21-20212 FH. I will set bond in the amount of 25,000 cash. And on file number 23-21200, I will set bond in the amount of 15,000 cash. All right.
Your Honor, this, if I may.
Yep, I see your message. Mr. Warner.
Yes.
Do you know where Mr. Murphy's office is across the block? Okay. He doesn't know where it is, Mr. Molaro. So, all right. So if you leave the courthouse, you go out the front door. Do you know where the old courthouse is, the pretty building? You're going to go across that street. And then, so there's Maple, and then there's, is it Toledo Street? Front. So it's directly on the other side of the old courthouse. And so if you're come out the front door here, you'll cross the street, walk in front of the old courthouse, cross the street, and then like 3 buildings back on front going towards Winter, you'll see where it says Public Defender's Office. So Mr. Murphy wondered if you would step over there to Zoom from his office with them. So you can either drive over or you can walk over. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Judge, if I may.
Yes, sir.
On that MAPS case.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of old, but the notes say, I don't know, it might even been on before me. But look, it was taken under a delayed sentence. And,
right, and then he absconded for like 5 years.
Yeah, and then when
he never complied. So
right,
we
but
didn't
when
do
we
a
showed
report.
up the year later, he didn't appear.
Well, he also didn't appear for the report, so there is no report. So
there is no report. Okay.
Do you do reports?
Well, I got him now.
We can do one.
Sam?
I didn't know. Do you do reports on a delayed sentence? I thought you just.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. So, all right, Miss Adams, can you text Mr. Dagger Margosian as well? Do you have text capability for him?
I don't have his cell phone number, but I can call PD's office.
Well, Sam, could you let Michael know? He has one client in front of me and she's in my waiting room right now, Ruth Hines.
I will, Judge.
I think that's the only thing he has in front of me. Oh, never mind. That's John Glazier. Never mind.
Okay.
Middle.
Hi, this is Judge Anzalone. How are you?
Oh, all right. Sorry, you were doing that.
No, I knew you were busy. I have a Terrence Maps that was picked up, And I'm ready to see him when anybody can get him ready for me.
Okay, let me, hold on a second.
I think he's down on first floor because he was picked up last night.
29 to booking. Is your Zoom room open for anyone?
Yeah.
Yep, they'll chime in.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right, Sam, you don't have anybody in jail. So I guess, Darren Baker, that might be this Kelly Cross, hold on. Right, I have someone who's logged in, Kelly Cross, yep. You've got Darren
No.
Baker for me?
Yes,
Okay, good, all right. Just bear with us for just a moment. And if you can put Mr. Baker in front. Hi, Mr. Baker, hold on a minute. Mr. Murphy, Mr. Warner just left about 2 minutes ago to come to your office at your request.
Okay, all right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Malaro, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Darren Toshia Baker, we have 3 files, 22-20898FH, 22-20899FH, and 22-20900FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Baker, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. I know that we've had multiple adjournments in this matter for good reason. But Mr. Malaro, where do we stand at this time?
So Judge, our investigator went out and to talk to some of these people after having a conversation with Mr. Sneed. On the one matter, the investigator indicates that it's a Samantha Hollingsworth was no longer interested in prosecution. The other one I think involved police officers, and I have not yet reached out to them. I can't imagine they would still be interested, but in interest of having my conversation with Mr. Sneed, I certainly would like to talk to them first before making any representations.
All right, so I will adjourn this out to March 20 at 8:30 in the morning for you to speak with Mr. Sneed or whoever your prosecutor is. So can you do this step in order to adjourn, Mr. Malaro?
Yes, I can do that, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Baker, we're gonna bring you back on March 20 at 8:30 in the morning, okay? All right, so you're all set, Mr. Baker.
And Darren, if I get anything before that, I will get a hold of you and the home you're at, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Baker, you're all set. All right, and Mr. Malaro, are you Terrence Maps?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Terrence Jamal Maps, file number 18-19019FH. Mr. Maps, we are here today on a motion affidavit and bench warrant. In this case, a delayed sentence was put in place and you failed to appear for both the pre-sentence report as well as the delayed sentencing on June 27 of 2019. This is an attorney general case. Mr. Malaro was your attorney at the time and is available today. So Mr. Maps, if the court were to find you guilty of the contempt of court for failure to appear, the maximum penalty could be up to 93 days in jail. Defense you're on probation, that you were supposed to go on probation on a delayed for was a 4-year felony. So do you want Mr. Malaro to represent you on the contempt of court as well, Mr. Maps?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Okay, so Mr. Malaro, are you available? Can I put you in a breakout room with Mr. Maps?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna open up a bunch of those. All right, so Mr. Maps, I'm going to open up a breakout room with you and Mr. Malaro and go ahead and join that breakout room.
Middle. Forgot where I was.
It's okay, I do that all the time. So I am, this is Judge Anzalone.
Okay,
So I am ready for David Sabino
Okay.
and Benjamin Likens.
okay. I'm logged in on the middle here, so you can
Awesome.
go ahead and let me in.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so Mr. Glazier, I have Ruth Hines here.
Yes,
So I bring her in. Morning. Oh, you're my students, aren't you? Come on, you can sit anywhere you want.
Mrs. Domingo, she's our chief judge of circuit court.
I was gonna, this is my bailiff. This is my court recorder, Joanne Spade. And welcome. So we're in the middle of our Wednesday morning docket. So if anything that they can't be in here for happens, I will have you step out for just a minute, maybe hop in and Judge Old Savers, but I don't think I have too much inappropriate this morning. So, and Miss McGrain is my amazing judicial attorney who, and so, and there's all the attorneys. So, all right, Miss Hines, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear
All
me?
right. Yes, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ruth Romaine Hines. Is it Hines or Hines?
It's hints.
I'm sorry, Hines.
That's
I
okay.
have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Miss Hines, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. Mr. Glazier, this is the date and time set for a pretrial conference. Mr. Glazier, how would you like to proceed?
excuse me, Your Honor. I talked with Mr. Sneed a couple of times this week, and I think he was suggesting perhaps if we could adjourn this a week or two, we could probably, we're close to coming to an agreement on this thing, Your Honor.
All right. My next available is March 20. Are you available March 20, Mr. Glazier?
Let me think. Is what day of the week is that? A Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday. Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Glazier, you do this in order to adjourn?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So Miss Hines, we'll see you back on March 20 at 8:30 in the morning. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So Mr. Glazier, I know you have Benjamin Likens. I did call for the jail. I don't know when they'll bring him. Oh, wait, that might be him now. Are you Benjamin Likens?
No, Sabino?
Oh, Mr. Sabino. Okay, let me grab your file. This is in the matter of, can you guys all see that? Because you can sit on that long bench too if you want. There's, as you can see, no one here, but this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Lease. Say your name again, Sabino, right?
Sabino.
Yep, David Lee Sabino, file number 23-21656FH. I have Tamaris Hennigan appearing on behalf of Mr. Sabino. Oh, and Isaac Sneed, who has a lower P number, an older P number, appearing on behalf of the people. I usually call in order who's been practicing law the longest. So this is the date and time set. What is today set for? Why is this in here? All right. So let me see here. Hold on.
Your Honor, he has some type of new charge, that I was told.
Wait, hold on. So I show that he pled guilty. Do I have the wrong file? So I have Mr. Sabino. Did he plead guilty and he's set for sentencing on May 17?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. But he has a new
Okay.
charge, something that occurred while he's been at Lenawee County Sheriff's Department. I don't have the information on it yet, so I don't know if this is an arraignment or a first pretrial. As you know, I was out for the past week, but
So Miss Adams,
Judge, I think it was my mistake. It didn't get taken off the docket. However, the jail's still waiting for a stip regarding the Ohio matter, I think.
that is true.
Okay.
I'm working with the prosecutor's office on that because they extradited him, so they have to cooperate with me on that paperwork to get it done.
okay. All right. So Mr. Sabino, we are set for sentencing in this matter on May 17 of 2024 at 8:15 via Zoom. Mr. Sneed, Miss Hennigan, Miss Adams, what should I do today? Just continue it to that date or?
I believe so, Judge, yes.
Yes, Your Honor, I would
Okay.
take that as well.
All right, Mr. Sabino, thank you. You have a good day.
What just happened just now?
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Hennigan so she can explain it. We had you down for a pretrial at one point today and we never took it off the book. So even though you pled and you're set for sentencing, we had you down for a pretrial. So
Was anything figured out about me going back to Ohio? And
right. So Miss Hennigan, you want a breakout room with them to talk for a minute?
Yes, Your Honor, that'd be okay. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Hennigan and she will explain what we think is going on with that. So, where'd you go, Miss Hennigan? All right, so I'm gonna pop you guys in that breakout room. Just click on join. So, all right, Mr. Glazier, I'm just waiting for Mr. Likens. What's your name?
I'm here representing Brian Musgrove.
You're Brian Musgrove?
I'm here representing.
I have no idea what that means, so why don't you come up to the podium?
I tried to.
Nope, yeah, stand in front of the thing. So what is your name?
Brian Joseph Musgrove.
Okay, are you an attorney? What's your P number?
I'm not an attorney.
So then you can't represent Brian Musgrove. So you are a defendant, correct?
I'm an ex-executor on that estate.
Okay, so none of that is valid or legal. So you have an attorney?
He's not doing nothing for me.
Okay, that wasn't my question. Do you have an attorney? Yes or no?
I have, yeah, he was supposed to be representing me, but.
So you have Michael Dagger Margosian. Okay, so he's your attorney. Okay, so go have a seat. When Mr. Dagger Margosian gets here, I'll call your case, okay?
Judge, are you ready for Gary Shoemate also?
Well, Gary Shoemate's supposed to be over here in person by 9 o'clock for jury trial.
Oh,
And I'm waiting for Benjamin Likens.
okay.
All right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I better get some clothes on him. All right, Mr. Likens?
yes, ma'am.
Good morning. So
Morning.
this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Benjamin Likens. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Likens, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. You have multiple things going on, Mr. Glazier, on file number 2024-21736 FH. We're here for arraignment on some new charges. And then on file number 23-21610 FH and 23-21611 FH, we are here for pretrial. I do have a police report, Mr. Glazier, for a bond violation that was set for today with an incident date of February 5. So I think you've received that, Mr. Glazier?
I believe he's muted, John.
Okay. So, Mr. Glazier, on file number 24-21736 FH, do you waive the reading of the felony information? You're muted, Mr. Glazier.
Yes, Your Honor, we'd waive the reading of the information and ask that matter be set for a pretrial along with the other pending charges. And I can take care of the contempt of the court probably too. I don't want to put it out too far, Your Honor.
Okay, so I will enter a plea of not guilty on file number 24-21736 FH. And then the contempt of court is for, let me see here. Looks like the contempt of court is a violation of bond conditions, which may have resulted, and it's the new file. So the bond conditions resulted in the new file that was set for arraignment today. Is that correct, Mr. Glazier?
I don't know.
Yep, it is. So the bond violations, it looks like mirror these charges because the bond violations occurred on February 5. And this charge is on or about February 6th. So I'm going to guess the bond violations resulted in the new charge.
Okay. I would just like to, at the same time as the pre-trials on the others.
So I can set it out 3 weeks to March 20. That's my next available.
That'd be fine, Your Honor. Can I speak with Likens before I check out here?
Yep. And then Mr. Glazier, I'll need you to do the stipend order on the 2 pretrial files for March 20 at 8:30 in the morning. And because he's being arraigned on the 24 file, Ms. Adams will prepare that notice. Mr. Sneed, can he sign your name with permission?
Yes, please.
All right, your bond's continued, and I'm going to pop you in a waiting room or a breakout room with Mr. Glazier.
Thank you, John.
Not a problem. Let's see, you're in jail Zoom 4.
Oh, Your Honor, before you do that, Hines was the 20th also, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and Mr. Glazier, I'm going to send your request to join room 4 as well. Let's go ahead and join that breakout room, gentlemen. Are you here? So you're sitting away from your class. That's your class, right? I was about to arraign you on a new charge because you were separated from them. So this is our Wednesday morning docket. And so on Wednesday mornings, we do pretrial conferences. We do arraignments. So if someone's charged with a new charge in district court, where felonies start out, they would end up here either through having a preliminary exam and being bound over, or waiving the preliminary exam and coming up here for arraignment. I only hear felony cases, so cases that carry prison terms. I don't hear misdemeanor cases unless they come up here on a felony and then they plead to a misdemeanor. And so if they plead to a misdemeanor, they're handled in district court probation. If they plead to a felony, they're handled by the Michigan Department of Corrections, which is the probation department across the hall. Usually the majority of people are not in custody because state law in Michigan really is promoting less incarceration and more programming. So we have a lot of programming now to help people with addiction issues, cognitive issues. We have specialty courts. So I have a substance abuse treatment court where I work with people who have addiction issues. And my benchmate, Judge Olsaver, has a veterans court who he works with veterans who can have multiple issues. That might be substance abuse, might be alcohol, might be mental health. In district court, Judge Morgan has an ET court, which is a court that works with people with mental health issues. And then Judge Shadler has a sobriety court that works with people who have alcohol issues. We're a small county, so we only have 2 circuit court judges, 1 probate judge, and 2 district court judges. Do you guys go see district court at all? No? Okay, so district court hears misdemeanor cases. So if one of you were caught with alcohol or cigarettes, you would be charged with a minor in possession. Your case would be heard in district court. If we had to raise the age legislation a couple years ago, which was great. So instead of being charged as an adult at 17, now they will only charge you at 18. So if you're 17, you're considered a minor and charged, you would be in the juvenile court in the probate division. But the prosecutor has the right to do automatic waivers to felony court. And we have quite a few cases now of shootings, and most of them are shootings of people who are 16, 17 who are in adult court. We have a kiddie prison. Where's that prison at, Mr. Moore? Up in, where do they put all the 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds?
That's Thumb Correctional Facility.
So in the Thumb by Bad Axe? Is that by Bad Axe?
Yeah, but it's between Flint and Emily City.
Okay. So it used to be when 17-year-olds could be charged as an adult and committed a felony, and it was a prison term. We do have a prison that houses younger adults. Once they reach 21, then they're dispersed through the rest of the prison systems. Now that 17-year-olds are considered minors, a lot of them go to the campus or other juvenile facilities we have. And then if they're charged with a felony, they would go to the campus. And then once they age out, they would go to the youth facility up in the by Flint. And then when they turn 21, dispersed into general population with the Michigan Department of Corrections. So district court handles misdemeanor cases, 93-day misdemeanors, 1-year misdemeanors, anything that carries less than 1 year in jail or 1 year or less. They also do civil matters under 20,000, I think is the number. They do evictions, landlord tenant issues. The second floor is our probate and juvenile division. They handle juvenile matters. Probably everybody here knows somebody that got in trouble and maybe on probation or went to the campus. Kids from every school district go there. And it's a great facility. It's just a wonderful facility, and they do a lot of good things. And then they handle estates. So if someone dies and we need to figure out what to do with their property, Judge Sala does that. And then abuse neglect cases. So we have a very large abuse neglect docket where we monitor homes where perhaps there's substance abuse, domestic violence, neglect of children, and Department of Health and Human Services involved in that. Most of the time, it's just working with the families to correct and give them assistance to correct the situation. But if it's bad enough and there's sexual assault and extreme abuse, we will remove the children and they go into foster care or with relatives. We prefer with relatives. And I hear those cases, but Judge Sala hears the most of them. And then juvenile offenders. So we have our juvenile probation department on the second floor as well. And then there's circuit court. So we hear domestic cases. So I hear divorces, child custody cases. I meet with a lot of kids that come in and do in-camera interviews on those cases because they will give me some insight on what they want. Like, do they want to do every other weekend? Do they want to do week on, week off? So I do meet with children and talk about that. Sometimes when I go to my daughter's school, I'll see kids side-eyeing me in the hallway because they came to see me and I just pretend I don't know them because I don't want them to have to admit that, they came to court. I also do PPO violations. PPOs are personal protection orders where people get them against people who are harassing them. I do criminal cases, which are felonies, which can be anything from 1 year in a jail term to a prison term. And then I also do civil cases, which would be car accidents, medical malpractice. We're in the midst of a jury trial right now. My jury's in back deliberating. That's what I do. So, all right, Mr. Malaro, Mr. Glazier, I'm gonna close the breakout rooms. Okay. Most of our cases are via Zoom now. We do Zoom because we don't have, we're not a wealthy county where we have public transportation because we're so big. So a lot of people can't get a ride to court. They can't afford a babysitter. They don't have a car. So we do Zoom so people can Zoom in, and our appearance rates are up. And I think it's just beneficial to everybody. All right, so Mr. Malaro, Mr. Maps, how would you like to proceed in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Terrence Jamal Maps?
Because I think what we're going to do is Mr. Maps is going to admit to the contempt, ask to be heard as to sentencing and a bond on the underlying matter.
All right. I do not have an attorney general here yet, but Miss Brenner is not scheduled to come in today. So I don't have a prosecutor to weigh in on Mr. Mapp's case regarding bond. So Mr. Maps, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Maps, you had an opportunity to speak with your attorney. Are you satisfied with your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes.
Now, do you understand contempt of court carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail and or a $7,500 fine? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do now.
Okay, and you're satisfied with Mr. Malaro as your attorney, you said?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Maps, do you understand that you have a right to contest the contempt of court charge and have a trial on it? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that throughout the trial, you would be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven beyond a reasonable doubt? Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have a right to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, to have your lawyer ask those witnesses questions, or you may ask them yourself, and to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at the trial. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not have to testify at your trial, and no one can say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you in any way. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
On the other hand, do you understand that you have a right to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Maps, how do you plead to the charge that you failed to appear for circuit court delayed sentencing on June 27 of 2019? Guilty or not guilty? I'm sorry, I missed the audio on that. So how do you wish to plead to that contempt? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty. I wasn't here. I had a court date that I missed.
Well, hold on. We'll get into that. So do you understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up your right to a trial, as I've already explained to you?
Yes.
Has anything been promised you to get you to plead guilty?
Well, me and my attorney, we talked about if I plead guilty, that I could possibly get a personal retirement bond or maybe pay a fine for missing my court date. But it would be better for me to do Zoom.
So Mr. Maps, let's just focus on the question. Did he promise you you'd get out of jail today?
No, he didn't. No, ma'am.
Okay. Did anybody threaten you in any way to get you to plead guilty to the contempt of court?
No.
All right. If I accept the plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that, Mr. Maps?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Maps, we were in court way back. You took a plea on this case in person because it was before Zoom back on the 25th day of July in 2018. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and on that day, I have a script. I read the same script every single time. I had advised you to report to the probation department and set up a time to do a pre-sentence interview. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you report to the probation department for that pre-sentence interview?
Yes, ma'am. The probation officer's office upstairs, they gave me a paperwork. They gave me paperwork, a pre-sentence investigation paperwork. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and when you filled out that packet, did you bring it back to them and meet with them?
I think I mailed it. I think I put it in the mail and I mailed it back here.
Okay, and they advised you to, they gave you a date and time to come back and meet with them. Is that correct?
Probably so. I can't really recall, but I'm assuming so, yes.
And did you come back and do that interview with them?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
And then you were supposed to appear for sentencing on June 27 of 2019, 11 months later. Did you appear on that day for sentencing?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And during that year, were you making your payments every month?
Yes, ma'am. I continue to make my payments.
Okay. And your arrearage, did you pay on your arrearage?
I don't know exactly where the money been going. They just take it from my wages. They take it weekly, and they take it from my income tax checks.
Your Honor, if I may.
All right, you may.
So, Mr. Maps indicates to me, and I looked it up, it seems to be a valid company, Stoff Corporation. He says he works there. He says he has been paid regularly, and it's been coming out of his paycheck. I don't know if we can check with the friend of the court.
I'm going to. Miss Adams, which enforcement officer has M?
Yes, I guess I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Oh, you have a list of enforcement officers for front of the court, and they have the letters.
Oh, looks like it's Miss Fetzer. No, I take that back. That's Mr. Anderson.
Okay. Let me check.
Front of the court, Mr. Judge.
Hi, Mr. Anderson. This is Judge Anzalone. I'm on the record in a front of the court felony child support case. I was wondering if I could get an arrearage number for Terrence Jamal Maps.
Okay. Do you happen to have the docket number?
Nope, but I know that no, not that docket number. In front of the court number. Looks like, no, that's not. The mother on this file is Courtney Hoag, Hoag.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? It's 2009-33665 DP. Is that the number you had, Ms. Spade?
No, no, Judge doesn't. Thank you.
You said 2009.
33665 DP. That's the one at least in the felony information. She's going to.
Okay, I got it pulled up here. The arrearage amount is $26,339.94.
So, thank
Your
you.
Honor, are there payments being made though currently?
When was the last payment, Mr. Anderson?
February 9th of 24.
And how much was that payment?
$77.13.
And what is his monthly charge?
$221.
And does he typically make the full monthly charge?
Let me pull up the other page here.
And have we had study payments? Is all it is.
Okay, yeah, so there was 154 paid in December. January, the full amount was paid plus $87.52 towards the arrears. And then so far this month, $154 has been paid.
Any November, October, September, August?
No, nothing, going back to May, there was a $73 payment.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Yep, not a problem. Have a good one.
You too. All right. So, okay. So Mr. Millar, it looks like we've had a couple payments, but we have not had steady payments at all. And now the arrearage is actually 7,000 more. Okay. Yes. All right. So Mr. Maps.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So if I accept this plea, you understand, hold on. You understand that you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it's your own choice to plead guilty, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, sir, we've gone through this. We realize you didn't appear for sentencing. You didn't appear for the pre-sentence report. And you may have been making a couple payments, but you most certainly have not ever contacted us to take care of this felony. Do you understand that? Or would you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am. I messed up. I didn't contact you guys. Yes, I understand.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Milaro, before the court passes sentence, the court does accept the plea. It's been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. Is there anything, Mr. Milaro, you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
I would, Judge. Yeah. So I think I would argue to the court this. This was initially a delayed sentence, and it was like almost 6 years ago. And I think at the time, and I've advised Mr. Maps to go back and do an audit of what he owes, because he assures me that over the period of time he did make regular payments and income tax refunds were intercepted. It seems kind of not outrageous, but weird that his amount would be in excess if he's been making those payments. But I would say that if he was making those payments back in 2019, I would argue that probably accounts for why he didn't appear. He perhaps thought that since he had been making the payments, his obligation to the court was no longer necessary. I've explained to him that you cannot dismiss court orders. Only the judge can do that. That being said, Your Honor, it's pretty clear that since December he has a payroll job. They're taking money out, and even though it's not a significant amount of money, it's better than nothing. Almost $90 a month is being paid towards arrearage. If this is a 2009 case, the child must be getting close to being emancipated, so any monies he would be paying after the child's emancipated would go towards all arrearages.
Well, she's probably 14 or so.
Right, but at least there's light at the end of that tunnel. That being said, Judge, I would consider the court giving a fine on the contempt and considering a some type of personal recognizance bond with conditions so that Mr. Maps can get back to work. He assures me that he will not be neglectful of his court appearances on this case in the future until it's completed. I think it would also give him an opportunity to demonstrate to the court that he takes this matter seriously and intends to, even though having had to pay child support myself for years, it creates a financial hardship. It's still an obligation that benefits the child, and to show this court that he understands that and takes that seriously. So we'd ask the court to consider a fine on the contempt and perhaps a personal recognizance release so he can get back to work with conditions that would satisfy the courts that he would appear at the next, whatever the court sets for the next date. That is our request, Judge.
Mr. Maps, anything you want to say on your own behalf?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to assure the courts that I will continue to make my payments. I do have a job, you know, that they already have the information. They already started to take my child support. I continue to keep working my job. And I just want to do better. I just want to pay everything off and be done with this, Your Honor. I apologize for messing up last time, but I'm gonna continue to make my payments and I plan on doing what I have to do to get this situation behind me, man.
Okay. All right, jail room 1, hi there. I know you're waiting for me. I only have 2 left and it's Brianna Spiegel and Mick Phelps, but I don't have Miss Underwood yet. So I don't need them quite yet, but I'll call when I need them, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks. All right, Mr. Moore, how
Yes.
soon, I mean, if I were to, I'm gonna set his sentencing for May 10th at 8:30 in the morning. How fast do you get over to the jail to see people before that, out of curiosity?
Well, what I do today is I would send over the paperwork because I heard him mention email that I didn't receive any paperwork in the mail from him. So I would send paperwork. I usually give them a few days for him to get that filled out. And then typically next week I would schedule an interview with him and interview him for the PSI. Okay.
All right, so Mr. Malaro, here's what I'm going to do. You have a pretty good relationship with the Attorney General. So I am going to set sentencing on the contempt of court and for the underlying file for May 10th at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to set his bond in the amount of $5,000 cash. If you reach out to Miss Brenner and she agrees because he's employed to release him, I will change that to a PR bond.
Okay, Judge.
Mr. Malaro.
Yep, I'll see what I can do.
All right, so Mr. Maps, because this is an AG case from the Attorney General's office, I'm not comfortable releasing you, especially since you've absconded for like 5 years. But if the Attorney General agrees because you're currently employed, I'll change it to a PR bond. But I will tell you, if you get out of jail or if you post that $5,000 cash, you need to immediately report to the 3rd floor probation department. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then if you post bond and you do not show up, the AG's office can charge you with an absconding, which is another 4-year felony. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, very good. You're all set, Mr. Maps. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Miss Hennigan, Mr. Dagger Margosian. All right, Mr. Maps, you're all set. All right, and do you have Corey Hendrickson with you?
Yes,
Oh,
I do,
you
Your Honor.
Okay, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Taylor Hendrickson, file number 23-21631 FC. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Tamaris Hennigan appearing on behalf of Mr. Hendrickson. This is the date time set for a pretrial. So, Ms. Hennigan, how would you like to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. We actually had the opportunity to meet with you, Prosecutor and I, about a week ago with regard to an agreement on this case, and I do have the new plea agreement, but I know that you like to take your pleas on other days other than Wednesday, and as I was out this past week, I didn't get to schedule that, but Mr. Hendrickson's ready to plea, so if you'd like me to schedule that for another day.
No, so I'm gonna set aside for a moment. We'll take the plea today. I'm gonna take care of Mr. Dagger Margosian's case. So give me just a minute, Ms. Hennigan, and we'll come back to you, okay?
Thank you.
If you're ready to do the plea today.
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Musgrove, you want to come up to the podium, please? This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brian Joseph Musgrove, file number 23-21461FH. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Musgrove. Mr. Dagger Margosian might, oh, there he is. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, this is a date and time set for pre-trial in this matter. Mr. Musgrove said that he was appearing on his own behalf. I did verify he is not an attorney, and you are still the attorney of record. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, Your Honor, I am aware that Mr. Musgrove wants to present information to the court. I'm happy to be standby counsel if he wants to represent himself. Obviously, this court would have to go through the colloquy of that, but obviously it's Mr. Musgrove's legal right to at least ask the court to do that. So I'm here to observe at this point.
All right. So, Mr. Musgrove, when you were at the bench or up at the podium before, you said that you were appearing on behalf of yourself. So, Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
Well, what I'm understanding is that the courts is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course.
None of that is valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you. So.
I tried to file paperwork with the clerk's office ahead of time so that you would have time to review it, and they denied me.
I know what you're talking about. None of that is valid under the law of the state of Michigan or the Constitution of the United States of America.
What do you mean it is?
No.
The Supreme Court says it is.
What does it say it is?
The Supreme Court says that if we were at the age of 18, we were supposed to claim our minor status.
Nope, not valid.
Okay.
So here's what I would say to you. Mr. Dagger Margosian is, like most of our public defenders, exceptional attorneys and very well versed in the law and very experienced. He gives legal advice. You may not like the legal advice, but it's usually good advice. I've never had anyone from the public defender's office not wholeheartedly try to represent their clients. So what you are talking about is not valid, and it is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
Everyone involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case.
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it gets dismissed. I don't make any money off you. We have budgets. The court system is not a profit generating revenue. We are here to represent people so that people who are charged with crimes are protected. People who are victims of crimes are protected. And that's why we have.
In order for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, there is a victim in this case.
The victim would be the company.
You are charged.
I can't face.
Actually, just hold on. So your crime that you are charged with, which you are innocent as of this time, let me grab the right file, is failure. Oh, this is let me see. This is an embezzlement charge. So you are charged in count one with embezzlement 50,000 or more, but less than 100,000. That being an agent, servitor, or employee of Hardwoods of Michigan Industries did convert to your own use without the consent of your employer or principal industrial tools and equipment in the amount of $68,938.40 or money or equipment. And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years. You're charged in count two with using a computer to commit a crime. To facilitate the charge in count one, that carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison. And the way the statute is set up, I can actually stack those possibly. So you potentially could be looking at up to 25 years in prison. So the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions, and a third party.
But their representative can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. So I have 189,000 of student loan debt that was forgiven to be a lawyer. You do not. And Mr. Dagger Margosian, Mr. Isaac Sneed, all of the attorneys here went to law school to know the law, and their job is to advise you of the law. Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
but
they
they're
can.
going-
Yes,
they're
you
going
can be
by-
charged.
Everything,
You
all the
can't-
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
are
legal.
for corporations. They're for fixed.
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still a
a business
crime.
corporation, I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why
Okay.
you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
That means nothing. That's not valid. It's
Okay.
not legal.
right.
So do you want to represent yourself or do you want to have an attorney to represent you?
I need some time to think.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this for another pretrial on March 20th at 8:30 in the morning. And Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing for Mr. Musgrove?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Musgrove, have a seat on that bench right behind you. And then Miss Adams will give my bailiff a notice of hearing and my bailiff will provide that notice of hearing to you. Mr. Dagger Margosian, did you have any other matters in my court this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Oh, you have Mr. Singleton. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Hassan Abdul Singleton, file number 2024-21731 FH. Mr. Singleton is let's see, the people have Isaac Sneed appear, or Chris Fleming, Isaac Sneed appearing, on behalf of the people, and I have Mr. Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Singleton. So she'll bring it to you. And Mr. Dagger Margosian is not in my Zoom waiting room, is not in my courtroom. Do you have contact with him or do you know where he is?
Your Honor, I have not had contact with him. I've attempted to. I do know that his contact ability is a little more difficult just because of his phone situation. Procedurally, we did waive this preliminary exam in anticipation of entering a reduction in the charges. That's the information I can provide to the court. I'll say that the plea offer was for reduced felony under 7411. He was in line with that, so that's what I can address with the court at this time.
All right. So he was set for arraignment on February 21st of 2024. A waiver of arraignment was filed. I did set it for a pretrial because he needed to set up testing and he's failed to appear today. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest and I'm going to set bond in the amount of $15,000 in cash. And obviously, Mr. Dagger Margosian, if we did send a letter to him at his address, if you hear from him, just get him back in. All right.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. And I believe now, Mr. Dagger Margosian, we are all set with you.
I'm all set. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Right. Thank you. So, how long are you going to be here this morning?
The jail needs us over there for our tour at
10:50?
10:15.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a plea and then I'm gonna kind of go off live stream and I'm gonna talk to you about kind of what just happened. Okay, all right, so Miss Hannigan, you have your client with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we are back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Taylor Hendrickson, file number 23-21631 FC. I have once again Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people and Tamaris Hennigan appearing on behalf of Mr. Hendrickson. And Miss McGrain, if you want to come in the courtroom when we talk about that with them, you can. So Mr. Sneed and Miss Hennigan, I have a letter dated February 13th of 2024 from Mr. Coast, my pretrial services coordinator, that states, Mr. Hendrickson continues to drug test twice weekly. He never misses a test and is always negative. He is an ideal client. So I have a plea agreement form that says that Mr. Hendrickson will be pleading guilty to count 2, and the prosecutor will has a sentence agreement with the defense attorney to defendant receiving a delayed sentence under MCL 771.1. If he successfully completes all terms of probation and has no further criminal involvement for a period of 12 months, the people will not oppose this court granting a motion filed by defendant to withdraw his plea and will dismiss charges upon the plea withdrawal. So is that a correct recitation of the plea, Ms. Hennigan
Yes, Your Honor.
and Mr. Sneed?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Coase, any updates with regard to Mr. Hendrickson, or that remains the same?
No, Judge. I mean, he's doing a good job. I mean, like I said in my letter, I mean, he does test and he's never positive. He's doing a good job.
All right. Okay, so very good. Delayed. Okay. And we would set sentencing, let's see, it's March. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would actually be January. So, Ms. Adams, I'm going to set sentencing on this for January 3rd at 8:15 in the morning, because that's 11 months, right? Yep. So, no, I'll go January 24 at 8:15 in the morning. So 25, that just seems so far away. Okay, all right. So Mr. Hendrickson, raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you're kind of seated behind your attorney, so I'm going to need you to speak up pretty loud, okay?
Oh.
Okay. So, Mr. Hendrickson, you have heard the statement of your attorney and the prosecuting attorney. Is it your intention to plead guilty to count 2, larceny from a person, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison? Is it your intention to plead guilty to that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And are you satisfied with Ms. Hennigan as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, Your Honor. She's been a great lawyer and she's been awesome.
Right. And how old are you?
17 years old, ma'am.
Okay. Now, neither the prosecutor, the defendant, or anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court other than the delayed. Is that correct, Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Hennigan?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And is that correct as far as you're aware, Mr. Hendrickson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial and not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable? Let me see. If you were convicted at trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Do you have any questions, Mr. Hendrickson, about the rights that I've given to you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so sir, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about October 10 of 2023 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense of larceny from the person? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Sneed?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Hennigan?
No, Your Honor.
All right, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence will be in terms of what your fines and costs will be and what the terms of your probation will be?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hendrickson, on October 10th of 2023, were you in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and were you in contact or in the presence of a gentleman named Robert Dale Gritzmaker?
He's the store guy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so you were trying to steal some vapes, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I was behind Mr. Mendoza in this situation.
Okay, but you were at were you at one of the smoke shops?
It was the West Point party shop, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're there with another individual and you guys, somebody had a weapon, but at some point you were involved with stealing some vapes that were owned by the owner of the store, and Mr. Gritzmaker was either working at the store or the owner of the store. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had no right to take those items?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Sneed, do you have any other questions on this
The
one?
people are satisfied, Judge.
All right. Has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Hennigan?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them. So let me look this up. Is this one where, let me look, so this is 771, a delayed. So I accept the plea and will supervise under the delay, but that would be with the Michigan Department of Corrections, correct, Mr. Moore?
Well, that's if you're going to sentence him. So you set sentencing, is it January 3rd of 2025?
So Mr. Coast, would you manage this for the next 11 months then?
I would, Judge.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, if you'd like
Yeah.
us to supervise him, then we would want to sentence him like, in May to a delayed sentence, and then we would supervise him if that's how so that's how that would work.
Mr. Sneed?
Your Honor, the information I have from Ms. Arnold was that she's requesting that there be a hearing to have the court sentence him as an adult. There, I believe, need to be some best interest findings. In addition, a report would be submitted by Erica Marvin at DHHS